y'all, today we're gonna have a different video. It's hot outside. I just got done working, so we're gonna cool off with this cantaloupe I had in my cooler for the last 30 minutes. I got me a big cantaloupe I was gonna share with the crew, and I was gonna have the other half. So I'm gonna keep the smaller of these two, and I'm gonna give the others to the crew. Alright, time to clean her up. Get all them guts out of there. I'm gonna put these to the side, alright? Alright, back behind me I got a compost pile. It's kind of a makeshift compost pile, but that's what we use. So on the farm here, I'm going to put this in it. It'll be some good compost. Alright, in this video here we're going to talk about 5 ways that we can stay cool while we're living in our car. So I'm going to eat this cantaloupe and tell you all these different ways that we can stay cool while we're living in our car. Alright, let's get to it. Howdy y'all, this is Gabian. I'm in my car and I'm going to eat this cantaloupe. I'm going to talk to you about 5 things that'll keep you cool when you're living in your car in the summertime. Alright, I got this cantaloupe here, put it in the bowl upside down so we don't get no bugs. I'm going to start eating, and I'll tell you all about staying cool in the summer while you're living in your car. First bite. Oh, that is good. Yeah, I was weed eating all day, and I put this in the cooler for about 30 minutes, and it is perfect. Alright, so the number 1 on the list, you gotta drink lots of water. You gotta drink tons of water. You don't want to drink it too fast. You don't want to have it be too cold, because if you drink it too cold, that might stop your heart from working. You don't want to do that after a hard day's work. Now you want to relax for a little bit without dying, you know. So drink lots of water, not too cold, and not a lot at the same time. I want you to sip on it all day. That's a good way to beat the heat. Make sure that it is a little bit cold, but you don't want it ice cold. You don't want it frozen. You probably don't want any ice in it or anything like that. And some people ask, is tea okay? Is sweet tea okay? Is Gatorade okay? I mean, I guess, but you really just want to have some water and maybe have some of those things. I'm going to show you a little something. There's another thing. I'll show you here in a minute. I'll keep going about I'll get to it when I get to it. How's that? So drink lots of water is on the list there. And the next thing, I have it written down here on my phone so don't forget. That is a sweet cantaloupe. And okay, so the next thing you want to do is when at all possible during the afternoons, in the hottest part of the day, you're going to want to park in some shade if you can find it. You want some shade, and crank up that AC. When you're sitting in your car, I mean, you're only going to be doing it for an hour. I mean, you drive places for over an hour, and you got that AC cranking. So just crank up the AC while you're sitting in the shade for about an hour. Just when you're in between places, you know. crank up that AC. Park in that shade. That's another good tip. That's tip number 2. Park in the shade and crank up that AC. Alright. The next thing, I guess, this is the thing I wanted to show you. So I have on the list to eat lots of fresh fruits and veggies, and to keep the fruits and the veggies stored in your ice chest, and then whenever you're feeling really hot, just pull some of them out and just start munching on them, you know. That's another tip I want to show you guys. I got some cantaloupe here from the market. The guy's selling it at the street. And you just put some salt on it. You put salt on it, that'll bring out that sweetness. Believe it or not, it'll make it even more sweet. And guess what? It'll also give you some electrolytes. So you get some salt, get your electrolytes, and you got your cantaloupe. It'll got all that water in there, so you're gonna hydrate in there. So, and it's nice and cool. So it brings your internal temperature down, and that's really what you want. You really want to stay cool by bringing your inner temperature down, and your outer temperature. You want to bring that down too. That's number 3. So number 3 on the list, get you some fruits and get you some veggies. Broccoli, carrot, celery, pineapple, coconut, watermelon, things like that. I'd stay away from putting stone fruits in the freezer and refrigerator, because it just kind of takes their taste away. That's just my opinion. Alright. So number 4 on the list is one I got over here right next to me. I got it ready for us. So if eating the fruits and the vegetables is going to bring your internal temperature down, this next one's going to bring your external temperature down. I was about to say outternal. Going to bring your external temperature down. What it is here is I got this rag. I'll put it over my neck like that. Oh my God, that cools you off instantly right there. And I kept this rag also with the fruit in the ice box for about 30 minutes. I just threw it in there and I took it out just right before I did this video. By the way, first time y'all got to see this beauty with the top down. Isn't she great? Man, she's great. I just love parking her in the shade and taking her top off and, you know, just cooling off. So, alright. And last and final tip on the list, number 5. Drum roll, please. To keep yourself cool on a hot summer day while living in your car, what you're going to want to do is find yourself a second home. Now, if you guys don't know what a second home is, I'll tell you about it. So, I'm gonna take it a step further. You're gonna need to find a second home, and you're gonna need to find a third home, especially if you live in the southern states like I do, because it gets hotter than hell out here, and the second home will probably kick you out before it's time for it to cool off outside. So you want to get yourself another home, and in between, if you want, you stay in your car with that AC cranked, parked in the shade. In the meantime, between the two sets of your homes. So that's number 5 on the list. Number 5, find yourself a Starbucks. You find yourself a library. You find yourself a Dunkin' Donuts. They don't got them around here, but they got them some places. And you want to stay in there, maybe bring your computer, take advantage of their Wi-Fi, maybe do some editing, or maybe you want to watch a video or something about how to, I don't know, change your oil or something. I don't know. But that'll be your second home, and then you stay there for a few hours until they they start giving that side eye, and then what you want to do is get out of there and go to your third home and do the same thing there. Just hang out, and it's always good to make some friends while you're there, you know, with the employees, but don't bother them. They got a job to do, and they'll probably hate you being around if you start giving them a hard time. Alright, so just to recap, if you're going to be staying cool in your car in the summertime, here are my 5 tips that you do. You're going to drink lots of water. Don't make it too cold. Keep it a little cold. Don't drink a lot of it. Just sip on it. And then you're going to want to park in the shade, crank that AC. No more than an hour at a time. I wouldn't be that hard on her. You're going to want to keep the fruits and veggies in your ice box. And whenever you are feeling too hot, you're going to get it out of there. You're going to snack on it. You're going to keep a cold, wet towel. You can keep a cold, wet towel around your neck. Keep it in the cooler until you're ready to use it, and then you just put it around your neck. That'll cool you off real good. And then you got to find that last one. You got to find a second home. You got to find a third home. Hell, if you're on a 4th and 5th home, you can do that too. I mean, the more friends, the more family, the better life is, right? Anyway, that's what I got. So y'all keep it cool out there, and please like and subscribe and follow down here, and put whatever you got in the comments below, and I'll get back with you if you got any questions about staying cool or anything like that. Anyway, I'm Gabian, and I've been living in my car, and I'm gonna take you out on these adventures. So I'll see you on the road. Take care.